I'm Michael Trakos. I'm here with Ken Wiebe from the Winnipeg Sun, and Ken, Ville Heinola gets picked at the number 20 spot, and the Jets find their way into the first round, and they get an undersized defenseman. What can you tell me about him? Is this worth the trade that they gave up Jacob Trouba for?
Well, obviously they felt they could get a very good player at 20, Mike, and from all accounts, from what we've heard, it's a guy with great hockey sense, really good skater. Kevin Cheveldayoff said even though he's a little bit undersized in terms of his height, they said he's got a pretty thick frame, so I think they're hoping that he'll grow a little bit. And what I know about him is he's got great hockey sense, hockey IQ off the charts, really good skater. He was at the World Junior here with Finland, but he got injured, so he didn't finish off the tournament. But he's a guy who played with men back in the Liga, which should help his development path. He is under contract for one more year, which sort of leaves where he may play next year a little bit up in the air right now. But this is a guy that he said he patterns himself after Miro Heiskanen,
Okay.
so pretty high regard. And I said, are you sure you're more like Heiskanen, or how about Esa Lindell? And he said, no, definitely Heiskanen. And I spoke to his World Junior coach for Team Finland, and he confirmed the scouting report, said he wasn't quite as good a skater. I mean, Heiskanen is one of the most fluid skaters in the NHL already, but if the Jets can get someone that has anywhere close to the impact of Heiskanen, well, even if it's 2 years down the road, it's a steal for them at number 20.
Yeah, and Central Scouting had him ranked 4th amongst European skaters. I think he was number 2 amongst defensemen, so comes in highly regarded. Obviously, Winnipeg is strong right now. I wonder if this is going to have any effect on Patrik Laine's long-term future, or am I reading way too much into that?
Well, I think it might be a little bit much, Michael, but this is it's a way to ease the transition for all these players. Sami Niiku's going to be a regular in the lineup this year. Christian Vesalainen, after going back home to play in Finland in the KHL, he'll be a full-timer this year just based on the entry-level contracts the Jets need to have with guys like Laine and Kyle Connor going into big-ticket contracts coming out of their entry-level deals. So he was certainly excited about the fact that he's going to have some Finnish guys around whenever he does come over, but it'll be interesting to see when he does make the impact and what kind of player he can be, because as you mentioned, with Neil Pionk coming over in the deal with Trouba, they were obviously hoping to get a big impact player, even though it is at number 20. The Jets have done well with their first-round picks, and 5 of their previous 6 guys have been forwards. So, I mean, even though with the Manitoba Moose, their prospect pool up front, I would say is a little bit shallow overall compared to the defense. They chose the best player available, and that's who they believe they got in Heinola.
Yeah, well, time will tell, and we'll keep an eye on him as well. We'll see what the Winnipeg Jets got planned for the rest of the weekend. For Post Media News, this is Ken Wiebe. I'm Michael Trakos.